Romans 8:18. For I reckon that the sufferings of this present time are not worthy to be compared with the glory which shall be revealed to us.
Spoke to Moses, saying, Speak to the sons of Israel. You shall say to them, I am the Lord your God. According to the practices of the land of Egypt, in which you sojourned in it, you shall not do. According to the practices of the land of Canaan, in which I bring you there, you shall not do. And their laws you shall not go by. My judgments you shall execute, and my orders you shall keep. You shall go by them, for I am the Lord your God. You shall keep all my orders and all my judgments. You shall observe them, by which a man observing them shall live by them. I am the Lord your God. A man shall not draw near to any family member of his flesh to uncover their indecency. I am the Lord. The indecency of your father and the indecency of your mother you shall not uncover, for she is your mother. Her indecency you shall not uncover. The indecency of a wife of your father you shall not uncover. It is your father's indecency. The indecency of your sister, of your father, or of your mother, natural or being procreated outside, you shall not uncover their indecency. The indecency of a daughter of your son, or a daughter of your daughter, you shall not uncover their indecency, for it is your indecency. The indecency of the daughter of your father's wife you shall not uncover. She is your sister of the same father. You shall not uncover her indecency. The indecency of your father's sister you shall not uncover, for she is a member of the family of your father. The indecency of your mother's sister you shall not uncover, for she is a member of the family of your mother. The indecency of the brother of your father you shall not uncover, and to his wife you shall not enter, for she is your relative. The indecency of your daughter-in-law you shall not uncover, for she is your son's wife. You shall not uncover her indecency. The indecency of your brother's wife you shall not uncover. It is your brother's indecency. The indecency of a woman and her daughter you shall not uncover. The daughter of her son and the daughter of her daughter you shall not take to uncover their indecency. They are a member of your family. It is an act of impiety. You shall not take a wife in addition to her sister as a rival, to uncover her indecency instead of her while she is yet living. And to a wife in separation of her uncleanness you shall not enter to uncover her indecency. To the wife of your daughter, to the wife of your neighbor you shall not give the marriage bed of your semen to be thoroughly defiled with her. And of your semen you shall not give to serve a ruler. You shall not profane the holy name. I am the Lord. With a man you shall not go to bed in a marriage bed in the feminine way, for it is an abomination. And with any four-footed creature you shall not give your marriage bed for a discharge of semen to be thoroughly defiled with it. And a woman shall not set herself with any four-footed creature to breed, for it is detestable. Do not defile yourself in any of these, for in all these the nations were defiled, which I eject before your face. The land was thoroughly defiled, and I recompensed injustice to them because of it, and the land is loathed with the ones lying in wait upon it. You shall guard all my laws and my orders, and the native inhabitant and the foreigner uniting with you shall not do any of these abominations. For all these abominations the men of the land committed, the ones being prior of you, and the land was defiled, unless the land should loathe you in your defiling it, in which manner it loathed the nations before you. For whoever should do all of these abominations shall be utterly destroyed. The soul doing them from out of the midst of their people. You shall keep my orders, so that you should not do any of the laws of the once being abhorred, which happened before you. You shall not be defiled among them, for I am the Lord your God. The Lord spoke to Moses, saying, Speak to all the congregation of the sons of Israel. You shall say to them, You shall be holy, for I, the Lord your God, am holy. Let each one fear his father and his mother, and my Sabbaths you shall keep. I am the Lord your God. And if you should sacrifice a sacrifice of deliverance to the Lord, you shall sacrifice acceptable for yourselves. In whichever day you should sacrifice, it shall be eaten. And then the next morning, if any should be left behind until the third day, it shall be incinerated by fire. If food should be eaten the third day, it is unfit, you shall not accept it. And the one eating it shall take the sin, for the holy things of the Lord he profaned, and the sounds eating it shall be utterly destroyed from their people. Of your reaping the harvest of your land, you shall not complete your harvest of your field to completely reap it. And the parts falling away of your harvest you shall not collect together. Your vineyard you shall not glean the vintage, nor the grapestones of your vineyard shall you collect together. To the poor and to the foreigner you shall leave behind for them. I am the Lord your God. You shall not steal, and you shall not lie, nor shall you exhort each his neighbor. You shall not swear by an oath upon my name unjustly. You shall not profane the holy name of your God, for I am the Lord your God. You shall not wrong your neighbor, and you shall not seize by force, and the wages of your hireling shall not go to bed with you until morning. You shall not wickedly speak to a mute, and before the blind you shall not put an obstacle. You shall fear the Lord your God, for I am the Lord your God. You shall not act unjustly in the judgment, You shall not take favor on the face of the poor, nor marvel before the face of a mighty one. With righteousness you shall judge your neighbor. You shall not go by treachery among your nation. You shall not rise up together for blood of your neighbor. I am the Lord your God. You shall not detest your brother in your mind. With rebuke you shall reprove your neighbor, and you shall not take sin on account of him. Your hand shall not avenge, and you shall not be infuriated at the sons of your people. You shall love your neighbor as yourself, for I am the Lord your God. My law you shall keep. Your cattle you shall not mate unequally yoked, and in your vineyard shall not scatter abroad diverse seed. And a garment of two materials being woven commingled you shall not put upon yourself. If any man should go to bed with this woman in the marriage bed of semen, and she is a domestic servant being guarded for a man, and to her ransoms have not been ransomed, or freedom was not given to her, and overseeing will be to them. They shall not die, for she was not set free. He shall bring his trespass offering to the Lord by the door of the tent of the testimony, a ram for a trespass offering. And the priest shall atone for him with the ram of the trespass offering before the Lord for his sin of which he sinned. And the sin shall be forgiven him which he sinned. Whenever you should enter into the land which the Lord your God gives to you, and you should plant any eatable tree, then you shall purge away its uncleanness. Its fruit for 3 years will be impure to you. It shall not be eaten. In the 4th year all of its fruit will be holy, praiseworthy to the Lord. In the 5th year you shall eat of its fruit. Its produce is an addition to you. I am the Lord your God. Now eat not upon the mountain, and you shall not foretell, nor use augury. You shall not make a lock of hair consecrated to an idol from out of the hair of your head, nor shall you corrupt the appearance of your beards. You shall not make cuts for a dead soul on your body, and letter marks you shall not make upon you. I am the Lord your God. You shall not profane your daughter to fornicate her, and you shall not fornicate the land, and the land be filled with lawlessness. My Sabbaths you shall keep, and of my holy things you shall fear. I am the Lord. You shall not follow after ones who deliver oracles, and to the enchanters you shall not cleave to be thoroughly defiled by them. I am the Lord your God. At the face of the grey one you shall rise up, and you shall esteem the face of an older one. You shall fear your God. I am the Lord your God. And if any foreigner in your land should come forward to you, you shall not afflict him. The foreigner approaching to you shall be as the native born among you. You shall love him as yourself, for you became foreigners in the land of Egypt. I am the Lord your God. You shall not act unjustly in inequity with measures and with weights and with yoke balance scales. Just yoke balance scales and just dry measure weights and a just coos liquid measure shall be to you. I am the Lord your God, the one leading you from out of the land of Egypt. And you shall keep all my laws and all my orders, and you shall do to them. I am the Lord. The Lord spoke to Moses, saying, And to the sons of Israel you shall speak, saying, If any from the sons of Israel, or of the ones being foreigners in Israel, whoever should give his semen to a chief god to death, let him be put to death. The nation, the people, upon the land shall stone him with stones. I will set my face against that man, and I will destroy him from out of his people. For semen he gave to a chief god, that he should defile my holy place, and should profane the name, the one having been sanctified to me. If indeed disdain, the native born of the land should overlook with him their eyes of that man, in his giving his semen to a chief god, to not kill him, then I shall set my face against that man and his kin, and I will destroy him, and all the ones consenting with him, so as for them to fornicate with the ruling gods of their people. A soul, whoever should follow after ones who deliver oracles or enchanters, so as to fornicate after them, I will set my face against that soul. I will destroy it from out of its people. You shall be sanctified, you shall be holy, for I, the Lord your God, am holy. You shall keep my orders, and you shall do them. I am the Lord, the one sanctifying you. A man, whoever should speak wickedly of his father or his mother, unto death let him be put to death. He spoke wickedly of his father or of his mother, so he shall be liable. A man, whoever should commit adultery with a man's wife, or whoever should commit adultery with the wife of his neighbor, to death let them be put to death. The man committing adultery and the woman committing adultery. If anyone should have bewedded with the wife of his father, to uncover the indecency of his father, to death let them be put to death. Both are liable. If anyone should have bedded with his daughter-in-law, unto death let them be put to death. Both were impious, and they are liable. Whoever should have bedded with a male as the marriage bed of a woman, both did an abomination. To death let them be put to death. They are liable. Whoever should take a woman and her mother, it is a violation of the law. In fire they shall incinerate them and him, and there shall not be a violation of the law among you. Whoever should give over to his laying with a four-footed creature, to death let him be put to death. On the four-footed creature you shall kill. And the woman, whoever should come forward to any beast to breed herself by it, shall kill the man, and the beast unto death, let them be put to death. They are liable. Whoever should take his sister or his father, or of his mother, and shall look at her indecency, she shall look at his indecency. It is scornful, and they shall be utterly destroyed before the sons of their race. For the indecency of his sister he uncovered, his sin he shall receive. A man whoever should go to bed with a woman sitting apart shall uncover her indecency. He uncovered her flow, and she uncovered the flow of her blood. Both shall be utterly destroyed from their generation. The indecency of your father's sister and your mother's sister you shall not uncover, for he uncovered the family intimacy. They shall carry their sin. And whoever should have gone to bed with his relative and uncover the indecency of his kin, they shall die childless. A man whoever should take the wife of his brother, it is uncleanness. He uncovered his brother's indecency, they shall die childless. You shall keep all my orders and all my judgments, and you shall do them, that no way should the land loathe you, into which I bring you here to dwell upon it. Do not go in the laws of the nations, which I eject from you, for all these things I did, and I abhor them. I said to you, you shall inherit their land, and I will give it to you for a possession, a land flowing with milk and honey. I am the Lord your God, who separated you from all the nations. And you shall separate yourselves between the cattle of the clean and unclean, between the winged creatures of the clean and the unclean. You shall not make abhorrent your souls among the cattle, and among the winged creatures, and among all the reptiles of the earth, which I separated to you for uncleanness. You will be holy to me, for I am holy, the Lord your God, the one separating you from all the nations to be mine. And a man or a woman, whoever of them should become a deliverer of oracles or enchanters, to death let them be put to death, both by stones, stone them, they are liable. And the Lord said to Moses, saying, Speak to the priests, to the sons of Aaron. You shall say to them that among their dead souls they shall not defile themselves among their nations, but only among the members of the family near them, for father and for mother, for son and for brother, and for daughter, for his virgin sister being near to him, the sister not being espoused to a man. For these he shall not defile himself suddenly among his people by profaning himself. And to baldness you shall not shave your head for the dead. In the appearance of the beard they shall not shave. Upon their flesh they shall not mutilate by cuts. They shall be holy to their God, and they shall not profane the name of their God. For they offer the sacrifices of the Lord as gifts to their God. They shall be holy. A woman harlot and being profaned they shall not take. A woman being cast out for her husband they shall not take. For he is holy to the Lord his God. You shall sanctify him. For the gifts of the Lord your God this one offers. He shall be holy, for I the Lord am holy, the one sanctifying him. And a daughter of a man being a priest, if he should be profaned to fornicate, she profanes the name of her father. With fire she shall be incinerated. The great priest from among his brethren, of the ones having the oil of the anointing, pour it upon his head. His hands having been perfected to be put on the garments. The head shall not be without a turban, and the garments he shall not tear up. You shall not enter unto any soul coming to an end. He shall not be defiled by his father nor by his mother. And from out of the holies he shall not come forth. He shall not profane the things having been sanctified of his God. For the holy anointing oil of his God is upon him. I am the Lord. This one should take a virgin woman from his family, but a widow, and one being cast out, and being profaned, and a harlot, these he shall not take. But only a virgin from out of his people shall he take for a wife. He shall not profane his semen among his people. I am the Lord God, the one sanctifying him. And the Lord spoke to Moses, saying, Speak to Aaron, saying, A man from your kind, throughout your generations, to any, if there might be on him a blemish, shall not come forward to offer the gifts of his God. Any man of whichever might be in him a blemish shall not come forward, a blind man, or lame, or split mouth, or with mutilated ears, or a man in which might be in him a broken hand or a broken foot, or a humpback, or peeling, or hairless of the eyes, or a man in which ever might be in him a wild mange, or scabbed, or having one testicle. Every man in which there is on him a blemish from the seed of Aaron the priest shall not approach to offer the sacrifice to the Lord that has a blemish on him. He shall not come forward to bring the gifts of his God. The holy of the holies, and of the holy things he shall eat. Except to the veil he shall not come forward, and to the altar he shall not approach. For he has a blemish, and he shall not profane the holy things of his God. For I the Lord am the one sanctifying them. And Moses spoke to Aaron and his sons, and to all the sons of Israel. And the Lord spoke to Moses, saying, Speak to Aaron and to his sons. Let them take heed concerning the holy things of the sons of Israel. They shall not profane my holy name, as much as they sanctify me. I am the Lord. Say to them, Unto your generations, every man, whoever should come forward from all of your seed, to the holy things, as much as indeed the sons of Israel should sanctify to him the Lord, and his uncleanness is upon him, they shall utterly destroy that soul from me. I am the Lord. The man of the seed of Aaron of the priest, that this one being leprous or having gonorrhea shall not eat of the holy things. until whenever he should be cleansed. And the one touching any uncleanness of soul, or a man in whomever should come forth from out of his marriage bed or semen, or whoever should touch an unclean reptile, which should defile him, or come upon man in which he shall defile himself, according to any of his uncleanness, that soul, whoever should touch them, will be unclean until evening. He shall not eat from the holy things, if he should not have bathed his body in water. When the sun should go down, then he will eat. He is clean, and he shall eat from the holy things, for it is his bread. Decaying flesh, that taken by the wild beasts, he shall not eat, to be defiled by it. I am the Lord. They shall guard my injunctions, that they should not take sin on account of them, and should die because of them, if they shall profane them. I am the Lord, the one sanctifying them. And all of another race should not eat the holy things. A sojourner with a priest, or a hireling, shall not eat the holy things. If a priest should acquire a soul procured with silver, he shall eat of his bread loaf, and his native-born servants, even these shall eat of his bread loaf. A daughter of a man, a priest, if she should become the wife of a man of another race, she shall not eat of the first fruits of the holy things. The daughter of a priest, if she becomes a widow, being cast out, the seed might not be in her, and she should return unto the house of her father as in her youth. From the bread loaves of her father she shall eat, and all of another race shall not eat of them. A man whoever should eat holy things according to ignorance, then he shall add his fifth part unto it, and shall give to the priest a holy thing. They shall not profane the holy things of the sons of Israel, which they offer to the Lord, that they shall bring upon themselves lawlessness of the trespass in their eating their holy things. For I am the Lord, the one sanctifying them. The Lord spoke to Moses, saying, Speak to Aaron and to his sons, and to all the congregation of the sons of Israel. You shall say to them, a man from the sons of Israel, or of the foreigners lying near them among Israel, whoever should offer his gifts according to every acknowledgement offering of theirs, or according to every choice offering of theirs, as much as they should offer to the Lord for a whole burnt offering. What is acceptable unto you is an unblemished male of the herds, and of the sheep, and of the goats. Of all as many as you have with a blemish among them, you shall not bring to the Lord, for it shall not be accepted for you. And a man whoever should offer a sacrifice of deliverance to the Lord, while setting apart a vow, or according to a choice offering, or in your holy feasts, out of the herds or of the sheep, it shall be unblemished for acceptance. There shall not be any blemish upon it. Blind or broken, or with the tongue cut out, or troubled with warts, or chronic mange, or having scabs, they shall not bring these to the Lord. For a yield offering you shall not give up of them upon the altar of the Lord. A calf or a sheep with mutilated ears or tailless, you shall make them for slaughter to yourself, but for your vow it shall not be taken. Crushed testicles, or being squeezed out, or emasculated, or drawn away, you shall not bring them to the Lord. Even upon your land you shall not offer them. From out of the hand of a son of another race you shall not offer the gifts of your God for all these things, for there is corruption in them, a blemish in them. They shall not be received to you. The Lord spoke to Moses, saying, A calf, or a sheep, or a goat, whenever it is born, then it shall be 7 days under its mother, but the 8th day and beyond it shall be accepted for gift offerings, a yield offering to the Lord. A calf and a sheep it is, and its offspring you shall not slay in 1 day. If you should sacrifice a sacrifice of joyfulness to the Lord, you shall sacrifice it acceptable to you. In that day it shall be eaten, and you may not leave of the meats until the morning, for I am the Lord. You shall keep my commandments, you shall observe them. I am the Lord, and you shall not profane my holy name. I shall be sanctified in the midst of the sons of Israel. I am the Lord, the one sanctifying you, the one leading you from out of the land of Egypt, so as to be your God. I am the Lord. And the Lord spoke to Moses, saying, Speak to the sons of Israel. You shall speak to them. Say to them, The holiday feasts of the Lord, which you shall call them for holy convocations. These are my holy feasts. 6 days you shall do work, but the 7th day is a Sabbath rest, a holy convocation to the Lord. All work you shall not do. It is a Sabbath to the Lord in all your house. These are the holy feasts to the Lord, holy convocations, which you shall call them in their season. On the 1st month, on the 14th day of the month between the evenings, is the Passover to the Lord. On the 15th day of this month is the holiday feast of the unleavened breads to the Lord. 7 days you shall eat unleavened breads, and the first day will be a holy convocation to you. You shall not do any servile work. You shall bring a whole burnt offering to the Lord 7 days. The 7th day will be a holy convocation to you. You shall not do any servile work. The Lord spoke to Moses, saying, Speak to the sons of Israel. You shall say to them, Whenever you should enter into the land which I give to you, you should harvest its harvest, and that you shall bring the sheaf first fruit of your harvest to the priest. He shall offer the sheaf before the Lord accepted for you. On the next day of the first, the priest shall offer it. You shall offer on that day in which ever you should bring the sheaf, a sheep unblemished of a year old, for a whole burnt offering to the Lord.
With its sacrifice 2/10 of fine flour being prepared in olive oil, a sacrifice to the Lord for a scent of pleasant aroma to the Lord, and its libation, the fourth of the hin of wine. Bread and new parched green wheat you shall not eat until this same day, until whenever you should offer the gifts to your God. An eternal law unto your generations in every dwelling of yours. You shall count to yourselves from the next day of the Sabbaths, from the day whichever you should bring the sheaf of the increase offering, 7 entire periods of 7. Until the next day of the last period of 7 you shall count 50 days, and you shall bring a new sacrifice offering to the Lord. From your houses you shall bring bread loaves, an increase offering. They shall be 2 bread loaves of 2/10 of fine flour, baked being leavened of the first produce to the Lord. You shall bring with the bread loaves 7 unblemished lambs of a year old, 1 calf of the herd, 2 unblemished rams. They shall be a whole burnt offering to the Lord, and their sacrifice offerings and their libations, a sacrifice sent a pleasant aroma to the Lord. They shall offer a young he-goat from out of the goats, 1 for a sin offering, 2 lambs of a year old for a sacrifice of deliverance offering with the bread loaves of the first produce. And the priest shall place them with the bread loaves of the first produce increase offering before the Lord with the 2 lambs. They shall be holy to the Lord. To the priest bringing them to him it will be. You shall call this day a convocation. It shall be holy to you. You shall not do any servile work on it. It is an eternal law unto your generations in all your houses. Whenever you should harvest the harvest of your land, you shall not complete the remainder of the harvest of your field in your harvesting. You shall fall away portions of your harvest. You shall not collect together. For the poor and for the foreigner you shall leave them. I am the Lord your God. The Lord spoke to Moses, saying, Speak to the sons of Israel, saying, The 7th month, day 1 of the month, will be to you a rest, a memorial of trumpets, a holy convocation to the Lord. You shall not do any servile work, and you shall bring a whole burnt offering to the Lord. The Lord spoke to Moses, saying, Also on the 10th of the 7th month is a day of making an atonement. It will be a holy convocation to you. You shall humble your souls. You shall bring a whole burnt offering to the Lord. All work you shall not do in it in this day, for this is to you a day of making an atonement, to atone for you before the Lord your God. Every soul who shall not be humbled in it in this day shall be utterly destroyed from among its people. And every soul which should do work in it in this day, that soul shall be destroyed from among its people. All work you shall not do, and it is an eternal law unto your generations in all your houses. The Sabbaths of Sabbaths it will be to you. You shall humble your souls from the 9th of the month. From evening to evening you shall observe the Sabbath of your Sabbaths. And the Lord spoke to Moses, saying, Speak to the sons of Israel, saying, The 15th of the 7th month, this is the holiday of tents, 7 days to the Lord. The first day shall be a holy convocation to you. You shall not do any servile work. 7 days you shall bring the whole burnt offerings to the Lord. And the 8th day will be a holy convocation to you. You shall bring a whole burnt offering to the Lord. It is a holy recess. You shall not do any servile work. These are holiday feasts to the Lord, which you shall call them holy convocations, so as to bring a yield offering to the Lord, whole burnt offerings, and their sacrifices, and libation offerings, the thing according to day by day, besides the Sabbaths of the Lord, and beside your gifts, beside all your vows, beside all your voluntary offerings, whichever you shall give to the Lord. On the 15th day of this 7th month, whenever you should complete gathering the produce of the land, you shall solemnize a holiday to the Lord for 7 days. On the first day a rest, and on the 8th day a rest. You shall take to yourselves on the first day beautiful fruit of the tree, and palm branches of palm trees, and tender branches of a bushy tree, and willows, and tender branches of the chast tree by the rushing stream. You shall be glad before the Lord your God 7 days. You shall solemnize it a holiday, the holiday to the Lord 7 days of the year, an eternal law unto your generations. In the 7th month you shall solemnize it a holiday. In tents you shall dwell for 7 days. All the native born in Israel shall dwell in tents, so that your generations should see that in tents I settled the sons of Israel in my leading them from the land of Egypt. I am the Lord your God. And Moses told the holidays of the Lord to the sons of Israel.
And the Lord spoke to Moses, saying, Give charge to the sons of Israel, and let them take to you olive oil, pure, being beaten for light, to burn in a lamp continually, from outside the veil, in the tent of the testimony. Aaron and his sons shall burn it from evening until morning before the Lord perpetually, an eternal law unto your generations. Upon the pure lampstands you shall burn the lamps before the Lord until the morning. You shall take the fine flour, and you shall make it for 12 bread loaves. 2/10 parts will be for the 1 bread loaf. You shall place them 2 places, 6 bread loaves to the 1 place upon the pure table before the Lord. And you shall place upon the place pure frankincense and salt, and they will be the bread loaves for remembrance, being situated before the Lord. On the day of the Sabbath you shall put them before the Lord always, before the sons of Israel, an eternal covenant. It will be for Aaron and to his sons, and they shall eat from them in the holy place. For this is a holy of holies to him from the things being sacrificed to the Lord, an eternal law. And a son of an Israelitish woman went forth, and he was a son of an Egyptian man among the sons of Israel. They did combat in the camp, the one of the Israelitish woman and the Israelite man. The son of the Israelitish woman named the name He Cursed, and they led him to Moses. The name of his mother was Shalamish, daughter of Debri of the tribe of Dan. They put him in prison to litigate over him because of the order of the law of the Lord. The Lord spoke to Moses, saying, Lead the one cursing outside the camp, and all the ones hearing shall place their hands upon his head, and all the congregation shall stone him. To the sons of Israel speak, you shall say to them, a man, if he should curse God, that one shall take the sin. And the one naming the name of the Lord to deal, let him be put to death. Let all the congregation stone him with stones, whether a foreigner or whether native born in his naming the name of the Lord, let him come to an end. And the man, whoever should strike the life of a man, and he should die, to death let him be put to death. He who should strike cattle, and it should die, let him pay life for life. And if any shall give a blemish to his neighbor as he did to him, likewise he shall act against him. A break for a break, eye for an eye, tooth for a tooth, in so far as he should give a blemish to a man, so it shall be given to him. Whoever should strike a man, and he should die, to death let him be put to death. Justice will be to the one foreigner and to the native inhabitant, for I am the Lord your God. Moses spoke to the sons of Israel. They led the one cursing outside the camp, and they stoned him with stones. The sons of Israel did just as the Lord gave orders to Moses. And the Lord spoke to Moses on Mount Sinai, saying, Speak to the sons of Israel. You shall say to them, Whenever you should enter into the land which I give to you, then the Lord shall rest the Sabbath to the Lord. The land shall rest Sabbath to the Lord. 6 years you shall sow your field, and 6 years you shall trim your grapevines, and you shall bring together its fruit. But the 7th year will be a Sabbath rest into the land, a Sabbath to the Lord. You shall not sow your field, you shall not trim your grapevine, and the produce ascending by itself in your field you shall not reap up. The grape of your sanctification you shall not gather in the vintage. A year's rest will be for the land. The Sabbath of the land will be foods to you, and to your children, and to your maidservant, and to your hireling, to the sojourner lying near to you, and to your cattle, to the beasts in your land. All of its produce shall be for food. You shall count out to yourself 7 rests of years, 7 years, 7 times. There will be to you 7 periods of 7 of years, 9 and 40 years. You shall declare by trumpet sound in all your land in the 7th month, the 10th of the month. In the day of making an atonement you shall declare by trumpet in all your land. You shall sanctify the year, the 50th year. You shall proclaim forth a release upon the land to all the ones dwelling it. And your release will be its indication to you. And you shall go forth each to his possession. You shall go forth each to his family. This indication of release, the year, the 50th year, will be to you. You shall not sow, nor in any way shall you reap the produce ascending by itself. You shall not gather the vintage, the things having been sanctified of it, for it is an indication of release, and shall be holy to you. From the fields you shall eat its produce. In the year of the release, the indication of it, each shall return back unto its possession. If you should render a sale to your neighbor, or if you should acquire by your neighbor, let not a man afflict his neighbor. According to the number of years after the indication shall you acquire land from your neighbor, and according to the number of years left of the produce shall he sell to you. And so far as there might be many of the years, he shall multiply the value of his possession. And in so far as there might be less of the years, he shall lessen the value of his possession. For by number of the produce years left shall he sell to you. Let not a man afflict his neighbor, and you shall fear the Lord your God. I am the Lord your God, for you shall observe all my ordinances and all my judgments. You shall keep and you shall observe them, and you shall dwell upon the land complying. The land shall give its resources, and you shall eat in fullness. You shall dwell complying upon it. And if you should say, What shall we eat in the 7th year if we do not sow, and we do not gather in our produce? Then I will send my blessing to you in the 6th year, and the land shall produce its produce for the 3 years. You shall sow the 8th year. You shall eat of the old produce until the 9th year. Until whenever its produce should come, you should eat old produce of the old. And the land shall not be sold for security, for the earth is mine, because you were foreigners and sojourners before me. And according to all the land of your possession, you shall give ransoms for the land. But if your brother with you should be in need, and should have sold part of his possession, and the one acting as next of kin being near to him should come, then he shall ransom the sale of his brother. But if there might not be any acting as next of kin, and later he should be well provided in the hand,
he should find himself fit for his ransoms. Then he shall reckon the years of his sale, and shall give back the superior amount to the man whom he sold it. He shall return back to his possession. But if his hand should not be well provided with the thing fit so as to repay him, then his sale property will be to the one acquiring it until the year of the release, and he shall go forth in the release, and then he shall go return to his possession. But if any should sell a house inhabited in a city being walled, then there shall be the ransoming of it until the time should be fulfilled. A year of days will be the time of ransoming of it. But if it should not be ransomed until the entire year should be fulfilled, the house being in the city having a wall shall be validated firmly to the one acquiring it unto its generations. It shall not go forth in the release. But the houses, the ones and properties, ones in which there is not among them a wall round about, they shall be considered belonging to the field of the land. Ransomable always they shall be, and in the release they shall go forth. In the cities of the Levites, the house of the cities in their possession shall be always ransomable to the Levites. Whatever should be ransomed by the Levites, then the sale of houses of the city of their possession shall go forth unto the release. For the house of the cities and the Levites, this is their possession in the midst of the sons of Israel. The fields, the ones being separated in their cities, shall not be sold. This is their eternal possession. And if your brother who is with you should be in need, and he shall be powerless in the hands with you, you shall take hold of him. He shall live with you as a foreigner and a sojourner. You shall not take interest from him, nor for any amount. And you shall fear your God, and your brother shall live with you. Your money you shall not give to him with interest due, and with usury you shall not give to him of your foods. I am the Lord your God, the one leading you from out of the land of Egypt, to give to you the land of Canaan, so as to be your God. If your brother should be humbled by you, and should be sold to you, he shall not serve you in the slavery of a servant. He shall be as a hiring or a sojourner to you until the year of the release. Thus he shall work for you. He shall go forth in the release from you himself, and his children with him. He shall go unto his family, unto the possession of his father he shall run, because these are my servants whom I led out of the land of Egypt. They shall not be sold in the sale of a domestic servant. You shall not violently strain him in his troubles, and you shall fear your God. And a boy and a girl, as many as should be you from the nations, as many as there are round about you, from them you shall acquire a manservant and a maidservant, from the sons of the sojourners being among you. From these you shall acquire, and from the relatives of the ones with you, as many as happen to be in your land. Let them be to you for a possession. You shall divide them to your children after you, and they shall be to you possessions unto the aeon. But of your brethren of the sons of Israel, each concerning his brother shall not violently strain him in his troubles. And if wealth should find in the hand of the foreigner or the sojourner living by you, and your brother being in distress should be sold to the foreigner or to the sojourner living by you, or to a foreigner by birth, after his being sold there shall be a ransoming to him. One of his brethren shall ransom him. A brother of his father, or son of his father's brother, shall ransom him, or one of the members of the family of his flesh of the tribe shall ransom him. And if being well provided in his hands he shall ransom himself, he shall reckon together with the one acquiring him from the year of which he sold himself to him until the year of the release, and the money of his sale will be as the day of a hireling. Year to year he will be with him. And if there be any might be many surplus years, for these he shall render his ransoms of the money of his sale. And if few should be left behind of the years to the year of the release, then he shall reckon to him according to his years, and shall render his ransoms. As a hireling year to year he shall be with him. You shall not violently strain him in his trouble before you. And if he shall not pay ransom according to these things, then he shall go forth in the year of the release, he and his children with him. For to me the sons of Israel are servants. These are of my children, whom I led from out of the land of Egypt. I am the Lord your God. Not make to yourselves a handmade thing, nor a carving, nor shall you raise up a monument to yourselves, nor a stone exemplar shall you stand in your land, to do obeisance to it. I am the Lord your God. My Sabbaths you shall keep, and of my holy things you shall fear. I am the Lord. And if my orders you should go, and my commandments you should keep, you should do them, then I will give the rain to you in its season. To the land I will give its produce, and the trees of the fields will give back their fruit. The threshing shall overtake among you the gathering of the crops, and the gathering of the crops shall overtake the sowing. You shall eat your bread unto fullness. You shall dwell with safety upon your land, and I will put peace in your land. You shall go to bed, and there will not be among you one frightening. I will destroy the ferocious beast from your land, and war shall not go through your land. You shall pursue your enemies, and they shall fall before you in carnage. There shall pursue from out of you 5 after 100, and 100 of you shall pursue tens of thousands, and your enemies shall fall before you by sword. I will look upon you, and I will increase you.
I will multiply you, and I will establish my covenant with you. You shall eat even the old of the old, and you shall bring forth the old in front of the new. I will put my tent among you, and my soul shall not abhor you. I will walk among you, and I will be your God, and you shall be to me for a people. I am the Lord your God, the one leading you from out of the land of Egypt, where you were slaves. I broke the bond of your yoke, and led you out in an open manner. If you should not obey me, nor should observe these my orders, but should resist them, you should loathe my judgments in your soul, so as for you to not observe all my commandments, so as for you to efface my covenant, then I will do thus to you, and I will set upon you perplexities, and also the mange, and jaundice, and flaming of your eyes, and of your life wasting away. You shall sow ineffectually of your seed, and your opponent shall eat them. I will set my face against you. You shall fall before your enemies, and the ones detesting you shall pursue you, and you shall flee with no one pursuing you. If in this you should not obey me, then I will add to correct you with strokes 7 times for your sins. I will break the insolence of your pride. I will establish your heaven as iron, and your land as brass. Your strength shall be in vain, and the earth shall not give of your sowing it, and the tree of the field shall not give its fruit. If after these things you should go sideways, and should not want to obey me still, I will add to you 7 calamities according to your sins. I will send upon you the wild beasts of the land, and they shall eat you, and shall completely consume your cattle. I will make you very few, and your ways shall be made desolate. If over these things you should not be corrected, but should go sideways still, I will also go with you and rage sideways, and I will strike you also 7 times for your sins. I will bring upon you a sword, avenging punishment of covenant. You shall take refuge in your cities, and will send out plague upon you. You shall be delivered up into the hands of the enemies, and in your being afflicted there will be scarcity of bread loaves. 10 women shall bake your bread loaves in one oven, and they shall give back the bread loaves to you by weight. You shall eat, and no way shall you be filled. If upon this you do not obey me, but should go to me sideways, then I myself shall go with you and rage sideways. I will correct you, even I 7 times according to your sins. You shall eat the flesh of your sons, and the flesh of your daughters you shall eat. I will make desolate your monuments, and I will utterly destroy your wooden images hands by made. I will put your carcasses upon the carcasses of your idols, and my soul will loathe in you. I will establish your cities as desolate. I will make quite desolate your holy places, and no way shall I smell the scent of your sacrifices. I will make quite desolate, even I, your land, and your enemies dwell in it shall wander over you. I will disseminate you into the nations. The sword coming upon you will completely consume you, and your land will be desolate. Your cities will be in desolate places. Then the land will favor its Sabbaths all the days of its desolation, and you will be in the land of your enemies. Then the land shall observe the Sabbath, and will favor its Sabbaths. All the days of its desolation it shall observe the Sabbath, in which ye did not observe the Sabbath in your Sabbaths when ye dwelt it. To the ones being left behind of you, I will bring timidity into their hearts in the land of the enemies. And the sound of a leaf being brought along will pursue them, and they shall flee as fleeing from war. They shall fall with no one pursuing. And the brother will neglect his brother as in war, with no one running them down, and you will not be able to oppose your enemies. You shall perish among the nations, and the land of your enemies will devour you. The ones being left behind from you shall be corrupted on account of their sins, and on account of the sins of their fathers. In the land of their enemies they shall be melted away, and they shall declare openly their sins, and the sins of their fathers, for they violated and overlooked me, and they that went before me sideways. I went with them and raged sideways, and I will destroy them in the land of their enemies. Then their uncircumcised hearts shall have felt shame, and then they shall think well on their sins. I shall remember the covenant of Jacob, and the covenant of Isaac, and the covenant of Abraham I shall remember, and the land I shall remember, and the land shall be abandoned of them. And the land shall favorably receive her Sabbaths, and her being made desolate because of them. They shall accept the things of their own lawlessness, because they overlooked my judgments, and they loathed my orders in their soul. And thus they, being in the land of their enemies, I did not overlook them, nor loathed them so as to completely consume them, for effacing my covenant, the one with them. For I am the Lord their God, and I will remember their covenant, the former one, when I led them out of the land of Egypt, from out of the house of slavery before the nations, to be their God. I am the Lord. These are the judgments and the orders and the laws which the Lord made between himself and between the sons of Israel on Mount Sinai by the hand of Moses. And the Lord spoke to Moses, saying, Speak to the sons of Israel, and you shall say unto them, A man whoever should vow a vow for a value of his life to the Lord, it will be the value of a male from 20 years unto 60 years. His value will be 50 double drachmas of silver by the holy weight, and the female will be the price of 30 double drachmas. And if from 5 years old unto 20 years old, the value of the male shall be 20 double drachmas, and the female 10 double drachmas. from a month unto 5 years old. The value of a male shall be 5 double drachmas of silver, the female 3 double drachmas of silver. If from 60 years old and up, if indeed it might be a male, his value shall be 15 double drachmas of silver, for the female 10 double drachmas. And if he might be of low estate for a value, he shall be stood before the priest, and the priest shall value him, just as the hand of the one making a vow is able to afford. Thus the priest shall value him. And if it be from the cattle of the once being offered of them as a gift to the Lord, whoever should give of these to the Lord, it shall be holy. He shall not change it good or bad, nor bad for good. And if by bartering he should barter it cattle for cattle, it and the thing bartered shall be holy. If any unclean beast, of which none are offered of them as a gift to the Lord, he shall set the beast before the priest. The priest shall value it between good and between bad, and as far as the priest valuing it, so it will stand. If the one ransoming should ransom it, he shall add the 5th part to the value of it. And a man whoever should sanctify his holy house to the Lord, then the priest shall value it between good and between bad. Whatever the priest shall value it, so it shall stand. And if the one sanctifying it should redeem his house, he shall add unto it the 5th part of the money for the value, and it shall be his. And if a man should sanctify from the field of his possession to the Lord, then the value shall be according to his sowing. A core of barley equals 50 double drachmas of silver. And if from the year of the release he should sanctify his field, according to his value it shall stand. But if he should sanctify his field last after the release, the priest shall count in addition to it the money for the years remaining until the next year of the release, and it shall be deducted from the valuation. If the one sanctifying the field should ransom it, he shall add the 5th part of the money to the value of it, and it will be his. If he should not ransom the field, and should give back the field to another man, no longer shall he ransom it. But the field coming forth from the release will be holy to the Lord, as the land being separated. To the priest it will be his possession. And if from the field of which he acquired it was not from the field of his possession, then he should sanctify it to the Lord. The priest shall impute to him the full value from the year of the release. He shall render the value in that day as holy to the Lord. And in the year of the release he shall give back the field to the man from whom he acquired it, of whom was in possession of the land. All values will be by holy weights. 20 oboli will be the double drachma. And every firstborn whichever should be born among your cattle will be to the Lord. No one shall consecrate it. If also a calf, if also a sheep, it is to the Lord. And if the 4-footed creatures of the unclean, he should barter for the value of it, then he shall add his 5th part to it, and it will be to his. But if he should not ransom it, it shall be sold according to its valuation. And every offspring for consumption, which every man should present to the Lord, of all as much as to him, for man unto beast, and from a field of his possession, he shall not sell it nor ransom it. Every offering for consumption will be a holy of holies to the Lord. And all whatever should be presented from men shall not be ransomed, but to death it shall be put to death. Every 10th of the land from the seed of the land, and from the fruit of the wood to the Lord, it is holy to the Lord. If ransoming a man should ransom of his 10th, his 5th part he shall add to it, and it will be to his. Every 10th of oxen and sheep, and all which should go through into the number by the rod measure, the 10th will be his holy to the Lord. You shall not barter it good for bad, nor bad for good. And if bartering you should barter it, it shall be and its barter holy, it shall not be ransomed. These are the commandments which the Lord gave charge to Moses for the sons of Israel on Mount Sinai.
O son, you should not be jealous of evil men, nor should you desire to be with them, for their hearts meditate on lying, and their lips speak of miseries. A house is built with wisdom, and is erected with skillfulness. With good sense the storerooms are filled up of all valuable and good wealth. A wise man is better than a strong man, a man of intelligence than one having a great farm. War takes place with guidance, but help comes with the heart of a counselor. Wisdom and good insight are in the gates of the wise. The wise do not turn aside from the law of the truth, but consider things in the Sanhedrin. But the uninstructed ones meet with death. The fools die in sins, uncleanliness to a pestilent man. He shall be contaminated in the evil day, and in the day of affliction, until whenever he should cease. Because the ones being led unto death, and buying off the ones for slaying, you should not spare. But if you should say, I do not know this, know that the Lord knows the heart of all, even the ones shaping the breath and all. He knows all things. He is the one who renders to each according to his works. For thus you shall perceive wisdom in your soul. For if you should find it, your disease will be good. and hope shall not forsake you. You should not lead the impious to the pasture of the just, nor should you be deceived in filling the belly. For 7 times the just shall fall, and rise up, but the impious will weaken in evils. If your enemy should fall, you should not rejoice over him, and in his fall be not lifted up. For the Lord shall see it, and it will not please him, and he will return his rage upon him. Do not rejoice over ones doing evil, nor be jealous of sinners. For in no way shall there be a progeny of wicked ones, and the torch of the impious shall be extinguished. Fear God, O son, and the king, and to neither one of them should you resist persuasion, for suddenly they will to the wise to realize that to stand in awe of a person in the judgment is not good. The one having said the impious is just will be accursed among the people, and detested among the nations. But the ones reproving shall appear the best, and a good blessing shall come upon them. The lips shall kiss the one answering with good words. Prepare your work for the departure. Make preparations for the field, and go after me. You shall rebuild your house. Do not be a lying witness against your fellow countrymen, nor open wide with your lips. You should not say in which manner he treated me. I shall treat him. I shall pay him who wronged me. A foolish man is as a farm, and a man lacking sense is as a vineyard. You should let it go barren, then it shall become entirely overgrown, and failing takes place, and its fences of stone shall be raised. Afterwards I changed my mind. I looked to choose instruction. I slumber a little, and I sleep soundly a little. I fold my hands to my breast a little. But if you should do this, poverty shall come before you, and lack as a good runner.
Mark 8:34 through 37. And when he had called the people unto him with his disciples also, he said unto them, Whosoever will come after me, let him deny himself, take up his cross, and follow me. For whosoever will save his life shall lose it, but whosoever shall lose his life for my sake and the gospel's, the same shall save it. For what shall it profit a man if he shall gain the whole world and lose his own soul? Or what shall a man give in exchange for his soul? On the May 28th, 1914, the RMS Express of Ireland set sail for Quebec, bound for England. Among the nearly 1,500 passengers aboard were almost 200 members of the Salvation Army traveling to London for the organization's international convention, including Canada's national commander and the entire Canadian staff band. Just a few hours into the voyage, in the midst of a dense fog, the ship collided with the Norwegian coal carrier SS Storstad. The impact tore a massive hole in the liner's side, and water quickly flooded the vessel. In only 14 minutes, the Express of Ireland sank beneath the waves, claiming more than 1,000 lives. Among the victims were 171 Salvation Army members, many of whom reported gave up their life jackets and placed in lifeboats so others could escape. Witnesses later recalled hearing them sing hymns and share their faith with those around them in their final moments. This life is not about other comforts, benefits, preferences. When Jesus calls his followers to take up the cross, he's calling us to exchange our priorities for his. Each day we must place the interests of others ahead of our own and live with eternity in view. Even if we were to gain all the wealth, success, and possessions in the world that this world can offer, our lives would still be a failure if we have not lived for Christ first. Jesus demonstrated this pattern for us. He not only sacrificed himself on the cross, but also willingly laid aside the glory and riches of heaven to come to earth in humility and poverty. His example is the model we are commanded to follow. As we deny ourselves and put his will above our own, we discover that a life surrendered to Christ is never wasted.